Hello, bonjour, buenos dias to all my followers around the world. Well, actually, hi Margaret, it's Laurent. So let's talk a little bit about how we're going to sort out this starter and prepare our sourdough with filling starter. So that's my starter right now. It's very nice, lovely, and you see bubbly. If you can see how it's been working hard all day for me. So that's my starter, all edging to make some sourdough. So first thing first, I'm gonna first measure in my machine 100 grams of flour, and I will then add 100 grams of tepid water. I'm just going very quick on this. There we go, a few more grams. So here we go, 100 grams of flour, and I just get my tepid water. I'm just gonna complete.
Voice from behind the camera, how much tepid water?
100 grams. Here we go. I've got my 200 grams, and I can just spin that together so that it's ready. Okay, so the Monsieur Cuisine has been spinning around for a couple of minutes. So effectively now what I have is just a nicely mixed up flour and water together, nothing too fancy. And now is the time to bring my starter into this preparation. So I just kind of make sure my starter is just ready and ready to go. And as I was saying, just pour 4 large tablespoons into the mix, and we will then mix again. So there's one, and the second one, and a third, and the final one. So I'm going to mix that for another 2-3 minutes, and then effectively rest it for the night. Okay, so my sourdough is taking care of itself now for the next 12 hours, and just what I need to do now is I can see my starter has been a little bit depleted, so I need to feed the beast. Actually, this is pomponette, so let me introduce you to my starter. It's called pomponette. So what I simply do is put a bowl on the scale, and it's going to be the same exercise here. Just take 50 grams of flour, nearly, there we go, and then 50 grams of tepid water, go. So if you come closer, you can see it just looks like that. And what I'm going to do is just start from the middle and just spin it with a fork and effectively catch the flour with the water and then make it a paste. So I'm just going to make sure it's going to take all the flour. Just give it a good stir. Okay, and now we have the food for pomponette. And by taking the spoon that I used to prepare the sourdough, I'm just gonna take as much as I can out of the bowl and just drop it into the starter. And when you do that, you can clearly see the different structure between the starter, which is here all around it, quite bubbly, actually a bit more liquid. We can't get the smell, but it smells a little bit yogurty. And the feed that I'm just bringing, which is much more sticky, much more solid. And what I need to do now is to homogenize everything to just feeding, and I'm just gonna make sure I'm taking this very sticky element that I just brought. I kind of just move it around in the box and make sure that I bring all the corners of the box that contains the living organism, and I bring them around to the new food and basically homogenize the thing as much as possible. Once I think I've collected it a bit everywhere, I'll just give it a good stir for about 10 seconds. Make sure it's just happily distributed around. There we go. And now that my starter has been fed, just going to close the lid, leave it overnight effectively next to the bread machine, and tomorrow morning it will have also done its job. And then tomorrow morning I can choose to keep it outside because I want it to still work, or I put it in the fridge because I want it to rest it for 2 or 3 days before I make my next bread. Here we go, happy baking!